Average at Best Cornhole here. I'm Craig.
Justin.
Today we're going to be talking about Swag Bags Delirium and Diamond XS's. These are two new releases by Swag Bags. We have our hands on both of them. The review's meant for like the backyard champs and blind draw hopefuls. Break-in method. My two bags, I used toss sauce on them.
I did the white vinegar treatment with them.
And the only reason we did that, we figured we had one of each bag. Why not try two different break-in methods? I don't know if there was much of a difference. Probably at first, I think the white vinegar, the bag was a lot more softer feeling, correct?
Yeah.
The toss-ups seemed to break them in faster, but now that we played with them, there's really no difference at all.
Yeah.
So let's get right into the baggage. I'm actually going to give these designs a 3-bagger.
About the same. These are just the basic colorways, so nothing too exciting, but, I ended up getting a sharp teal and stuff, so I'm happy with it. And, we got a cool little, rabbit and, kind of like grungy look to it, which I'm a huge fan of. So I also give it a 3 out of 4 bags on the designs for these.
Swag Bags does have really good designs on their website. I mean, all kinds of them for all the different bags.
Yeah, they're some of the best in the business as far as what designs they have. They're hot, they're unique, and I like them a lot.
All right, the bagmanship on these bags, Swag Bags is good. Closing seam is, it's pretty tight. They look very durable. You can tell they take a lot of pride in their sewing. I think the bags are going to last forever.
Yeah, they seem perfect to me. I've thrown, especially these Deliriums, a ton, and I don't even have any seams spreading or anything yet.
Now, as far as the materials on these bags, I would say these Deliriums, they might be the softest bag ever. They're as soft as can be. I really like the hand feel of those. The Diamond XS's, they're a little thick, just seems a lot thicker compared to the Deliriums. Yeah, stiffer.
It's got a stiffer feel to it. So.
It's like the Deliriums, you grab them, it just kind of scrunches in your hand.
Yep.
Swag Bags pretty much has the same template for all their bags. I'd say it's a little bit on the lower medium side compared to other bags.
Yeah, I would say medium. Not the biggest, not the smallest.
Fullness is pretty good too.
Yeah, the fullness is on both these bags. I don't like a real floppy bag where it completely folds in my hand and my fingers are touching each other.
Yeah, as far as the fill too, Delirium, it seems to have a mixed feel. I looked on their website. They really didn't state anything on it. But with that slower side, I almost guarantee it's a mixed feel because they claim that you can block and roll and flop and do all that. The Diamond XS's kind of feel more like a flat fill to me.
They both seem to, have some type of mix, but the Diamond's more of a flat disc, more likely.
Yeah, the website actually called it Pro Glide 2.5. So whatever that means, they must have different variations of their Pro Glide. I say flat fill. Now, as far as cost for these bags, I kind of rated it a 2-bagger out of 4. I know that sounds horrible, but actually a 2-bagger is pretty good. I mean, they're right in the middle for cost. I believe these brand new are $90, but there is ways to find discounts on them.
Oh, yeah.
You just got to search around the internet, right?
Yep. Yeah, you can almost always find some type of discount code. I agree with Craig. They're right in the middle. I think for the quality of this company that I've seen so far, it's a good value because you're getting the company behind the bag as well as the bag for the price that you're paying, and they're nowhere near as expensive as some of the other ones out there.
Like I said, I mean, if you get on Facebook or whatever, I see multiple different ambassadors of this company offering their 10% off code. So you just got to get on there and look a little bit.
Yep.
As far as availability on these bags, their website's stocked. You can get any one you want, and there's all kinds of different designs.
Yeah, you're always going to be able to find each bag and at least one design available on their website. I have seen where some of their new real popular prints kind of go sold out.
So now it's time for the slide up on how this bag performs. As far as forgiveness, the Diamond XS, it's a fast bag. It's going to have all the forgiveness you can need. The only problem is it just might run off the back. My experience with the Delirium is that it does have that slower on the slow side, so it might not be as forgiving as Diamond XS, but it's still pretty darn forgiving.
Diamond, like Craig said, it's quick. So, I mean, if you're going hole for hole and you're hitting your spot, you're going to slide in every time. If you miss, you're pretty much off the back. It's a quick bag when you're playing normal conditions. There's not a huge difference between the fast side and the slow side. The slow side it's a fast side. to a lot of other bags.
The Delirium slow side is all over the place. I know that they say it's a 4. It could play a 5 and 6 in ideal conditions, but when it gets humid, it really does slow down quite a bit.
It slows down a lot. If you're playing into the night, outdoors, anything like that, becomes pretty much a stop. You throw the slow side, it stops. One thing I've noticed, because I've thrown this bag a lot, the temperature of the bag itself, outside of humidity, actually affects how fast it is. When the bag's colder, it seems faster to me than when it's warm.
I mean, the Delirium, it's going to be a blocker. They claim that it can roll and flop and all that. I can't do any of that, so I don't care. But as far as setting a block, even an accidental block, and then maybe you replace that block, and then it is easy to clean up once you flip it over to the fast side. It is a good bag, and I know you have experience with it. You said if you barely nip a corner with another bag, it's going to take it in the hole with it.
Yeah, to me, it's the most collectible bag I've thrown yet. If you run one bag into the other one, they snowball together. It just seems to snowball right towards the hole every time. I've not thrown a bag that's like that. I love it. It's one of my favorite bags right now, simply because of that.
Yeah, and as far as the Diamond XS, I mean, it's a fast bag. If you have a high archer throw or a real light throw, I mean, you might be able to stop it on the board, but with that flat fill, I mean, it's made to run hole to hole.
Yeah, I don't think you're rolling bags, with the diamonds. It's much harder to collect than the Delirium is. I like this. I like the diamonds, especially when it's normal conditions and I'm just going hole for hole. But if I have any type of challenging player, if I'm playing somebody that's throwing blockers and stuff, the diamond becomes hard for me to play. I can't navigate around it. I can't collect bags as well as I can with the Deliriums.
I would have to say the Delirium it wants to go in that hole better than the Diamond XS does. In my experience, just because of him talking about collecting it, it's so scrunchy. I mean, you get it close to that hole, and if you barely hit it with another one, it's going to fall in. The Diamond XS, I mean, it just seems stiff. I mean, if you got a perfect straight shot every time, yeah, it's going to go right in the hole because the materials are so fast; they're just going to fall right down in there. But as far as making up for bad shots, I would say the Delirium is definitely going to be the go-to bag for that.
Yeah, absolutely. Delirium, it wants to fall in the hole. It's you get it near it because of the looseness and stuff of it. As soon as some of them beads start rolling in the whole bag goes. The diamond, not so much. What the diamond is good at though is because it's so fast. Sometimes if you throw that one that wraps around and grabs the side of the hole and comes around the back, it will slide back in. Just because both sides are so fast, it doesn't grab the board at all. So it will slide in those situations, but where you're just barely catching the corner and stuff, it's not going to fall in like the Delirium's going to.
So here's our final thoughts on the bags. For the Delirium, I actually give it 3.5 bags out of 4 bags. The Diamond XS, I only gave it 3. I like the Delirium a lot. I like the Diamond XS also, but I'm not a fast bag thrower. If you're a fast bag thrower, it's probably a really good bag for you.
Yeah, I'm going to go with the same 3.5 for the Delirium. I want to give it a 4, but because you can't throw it in all conditions, I can't give it a 4. If I was playing, in a climate-controlled building, the whole time, then this bag would be a 4. But being the backyard player, we play at our camp all the time. As we get into night, I have to switch bags because the slow side gets too slow in the humidity for me. Diamond, I'm actually only going to give it 2.5 bags. It's a great bag, just not for me. If you're off with this bag. You're not going to do well with it. And for that, it's only a 2.5. There's a lot of bags out there that are like this to where they're just made to be thrown fast and just go hole for hole. And I don't see anything that really makes this one stand out.
So the big question is, will these bags make you better? I firmly believe the Delirium will. Not too many bags have this combination with that 4 and a 9. If you want to learn how to block, I mean, this is a good bag, but it doesn't stop on the board. It still plays good. And like I said, in some conditions, it plays like a 5 or 6. And how easy it is to collect it, I mean, it's obviously going to make you better. The Diamond XS, if you like a fast bag, if you got a high arch, if you're a real soft thrower, yeah, I firmly believe it will make you better also. I mean,
I share the same sentiment. The Delirium, I'm glad I found this bag as somebody still learning the game, trying to get better. It's the perfect bag for me to, practice different shots, blocks, try and roll, cut around, collect bags. So it gives me the opportunity to expand my game outside of just going hole for hole. The Diamond, it's going hole for hole. It's, not as versatile as a bag in my opinion. So I think the Average player is going to prefer the Delirium just because it's going to suit a lot more play styles. The Diamond's going to show, one play style.
Yeah, and as far as, I mean, are they worth the cost? Yeah, they're worth the cost. Like I said, they're like right in the middle of the price range, and you get a quality, great bag for that middle of the price range.
Great quality bag, great options. Can't go wrong.
So I mean, if you're going to ask us if we recommend these bags, we do recommend the bags. We recommend the Delirium more than we recommend the Diamond XS.
Yep. Yep.
That's just our play style, and that's just what we come to find out from playing with them. It's okay to be average. If you're going to be average at something, you might as well make a cornhole.